So before I begin, I just want to thank everybody for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. If you haven't done so already, please, I invite you to subscribe and even give me a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. I wanted to share a little bit of insight on the divine masculine energies that I was feeling. So what I'm feeling is a lot of love from the masculines toward the feminine. And this message is specifically for those of you who do have in and out communication that's somewhat hot and cold with your counterpart. Mainly your masculine is what I'm feeling this for. I want to let you know that when there's hot and cold or in and out energy, this is a huge sign of the masculine dealing with his love for the feminine. Many of you have been in this in and out communication and this in and out connection for years. And even if it's just started, it's so intense. The masculines are very much feeling this love, and I feel that the in and out communication is sort of a tactic that they use because they're not wanting to lose the feminine, and some of them are in three-dimensional circumstances that their 3D mind is not ready to share with the feminine because they are still struggling with emotions that they're having to break through before they can fully approach the feminine, because they can share more openly when they gain the confidence and self-love within themselves to do so. They can share a lot of what they've learned and how much they've grown through your connection when they feel grounded in the earth, when they feel grounded in this world. They feel very stable. So when you get the in and out communication, it's usually their way of making sure that you are still there and that you are still holding on just as much as they are. The reason I wanted to shed some light on this is because many of us feminines can go to a very dark place when we experience the in and out communication. And I want many of you to know that even though you may go to a place of darkness or feel very weak in the heart when your masculine disappears on you or ghosts you, it feels very much like you're waiting because you're there and you're ready to deal with the emotions and you deal with the connection. You know, that's really a beautiful sign of how strong the feminine energy is. So there really is no need to feel abandoned or rejected. This is the universe showing you that there are so many beautiful things about the feminine energy that the masculine just adores. And many of you who do have masculines that are very in and out and very hot and cold, you've been paired up for a reason, because they have not had the upbringing that you've had. They've not had the support and the abundance of overall love that the feminine may have experienced in their lives. And the reason I point this out is because I want the feminines to be able to use the love and compassion that you already feel within yourself and extend that over to your masculines, because if you can see the bigger picture in all of this, they really are learning from this very love and radiant energy that's so kind and compassionate that you emit all the time. So don't let fear interfere with that process. Remain true to who it is you are, and you are meant to be loving, kind, compassionate, and love the masculine so fiercely for a reason. It's because feminines are designed to withstand love. We can resonate with the energy of Gaia, who is also the feminine energy. And that's mainly why the masculines are trying to seek that balance and harmony with us. They're also trying very, very hard to not have the darkness overcome us. And they know on an intuitive level that we are their light, and that's where that all comes from. That's why they see us as the light in the darkness. They know that our energy can withstand anything negative in their lives. So I want to let you know that the next time you're in communication with your counterpart and there's intense conversation and then all of a sudden they disappear, it's because they really are taking in that kind of genuine love that you're giving to them. They run away and they disappear because sometimes you question whether or not something good is happening to you. A lot of masculines do that in the twin flame connection. Is this really happening to me? Am I really being blessed with a person like this in my life? Because I've never experienced this kind of love before. I've had many disappointments. I haven't always had or been able to rely on nurturing love, and now all of a sudden here it is in a stranger. How am I able to trust this universe? You tell me. So that's why when they do get into that in and out and you remain in a compassionate, loving space, they're able to trust it a lot more because you're being true to who you are, which is you love them. We're all human and we came to this earth to experience life as humans. You know, sometimes it's easy to forget that we're all souls and we're all connected as brothers and sisters, as souls when we come to this planet. And that's okay because we're all healing the wounds that we were brought here with. Sometimes that's why we challenge ourselves to come to earth, because it really is one of those challenging places where we forget everything. We forget all of our divinity. And we come here with just the senses, just the 5 senses. And it's hard. It's hard sometimes to cope with that reality. But the minute you see the bigger picture and remind yourself about the greatness that you are, the easier it becomes to have compassion, to forgive another person, to see through them like a beautiful crystal. And to understand that everything that they are doing on a 3D or egoic mind level is simply to test our ability to love. Okay, so I just thought that I would share that. A lot of the masculine energies came through in that channeling, so I really hope it all finds you very well and peacefully tonight, and I send you much love.